Greetings, intrepid souls. I'm Banshee, your fearless navigator through the bone-chilling realms of Banshee Whale Tales. Grab your comfiest blanket, perhaps a steaming cup of tea, and brace yourselves for tales that will have you checking under your bed tonight. I'm actively seeking listener stories to feature on the channel, so if you have a captivating story, please reach out to me. Now, let's embark on this haunting journey together. Enfield, Illinois Incident, Henry McDaniel, 1973. In 1973, the quiet town of Enfield, Illinois, found itself thrust into the realm of the unknown when resident Henry McDaniel reported a bizarre encounter. According to reports, McDaniel claimed to have seen a strange creature lurking in his yard. His description was nothing short of extraordinary, a being with 3 legs, short arms, and pink eyes as big as flashlights. The creature's appearance was unsettling, to say the least. McDaniel's account didn't end with a mere sighting. The plot thickened when the police discovered scratches on McDaniel's door screen. Even more perplexing were the footprints found at the scene. Described as resembling those of a dog but sporting 6 toes, these prints added an eerie dimension to the mystery. In an interview with the Mt. Vernon Register News, McDaniel boldly asserted that these creatures were not of this planet, leaving the small town baffled and intrigued. Despite a thorough investigation by the authorities, no conventional explanation was found. The Enfield, Illinois incident of 1973 remains an unsolved enigma, etching itself into the annals of unexplained phenomena. Enfield, Illinois incident, Henry McDaniel, 1973, additional details. As the news of Henry McDaniel's encounter with the unearthly creature spread through Enfield, Illinois, more eyewitness accounts began to surface, adding layers of complexity to the mysterious incident. One neighbor, who wished to remain anonymous, claimed to have heard bizarre noises on the same night McDaniel reported his sighting. The witness described the sounds as otherworldly and unlike anything heard before, creating an eerie atmosphere that permeated the usually quiet town. Moreover, another resident, Mrs. Anderson, reported seeing strange lights in the sky on the same evening. The lights were described as pulsating and moving in erratic patterns, further deepening the enigma surrounding McDaniel's encounter. These additional testimonies fueled speculation about extraterrestrial involvement and raised unsettling questions about what exactly had transpired in Enfield that fateful night. The police investigation, although thorough, failed to provide a conventional explanation for the peculiar events. The scratches on McDaniel's door screen and the 6-toed footprints continued to baffle authorities, leaving the community on edge. The Enfield, Illinois incident of 1973 not only challenged the limits of rationality, but also left an indelible mark on the collective psyche of the town's residents. Enfield Monster Case, Enfield, Indiana, 1973. Simultaneously, in the same year, the town of Enfield, Indiana, became the stage for another cryptid mystery. 2 young boys reported a chilling encounter with a creature that defied explanation. Details of this incident are somewhat distinct from the Enfield, Illinois case, but share the common thread of the unknown. According to reports, the boys described a creature that sent shivers down their spines. The accounts varied, but the general impression was of a grayish, mud-covered monster. It was said to have 3 legs, short claws, and emitted a foul odor. The creature's strange appearance and unsettling presence captivated the community's imagination. In both instances, the townsfolk were left with more questions than answers. The Enfield monster cases of 1973, whether in Illinois or Indiana, became woven into the tapestry of unexplained phenomena, leaving an enduring legacy of mystery and speculation. Enfield monster case, Enfield, Indiana, 1973, further testimonies. In the parallel tale unfolding in Enfield, Indiana, the eyewitness testimonies of the 2 boys who encountered the mysterious creature added a layer of terror to the town's narrative. The boys, Bobby and Tommy, recounted their harrowing experience in detail during interviews with local media. According to Bobby, the creature's eyes glowed with an otherworldly intensity, capturing their attention in the darkness. Tommy described an overwhelming sense of dread that washed over them as the creature approached. Both boys vividly recalled the distinct smell of decay and sulfur that permeated the air, intensifying the surreal nature of their encounter. As news of the Enfield monster spread, more residents stepped forward, claiming to have heard unexplained noises and observed strange occurrences around the same time. Reports of pets behaving erratically and mysterious disturbances in the surrounding woods added a chilling context to the unfolding mystery. The infield monster cases of 1973, whether in Illinois or Indiana, became a haunting enigma that lingered in the minds of the communities. The overlapping themes of unearthly creatures, strange lights, and unexplained phenomena connected the two incidents, solidifying their place in the realm of unsolved mysteries. The towns of Enfield found themselves grappling with the inexplicable, forever marked by the unsettling events of that eerie year. The Suicide Hotel, Hotel del Salto, Colombia. Nestled on the edge of a cliff in Tequendama Falls, Colombia, the Hotel del Salto, colloquially known as the Suicide Hotel, carries a dark and haunting history. Originally built in 1928, the hotel served as an elegant mansion overlooking the breathtaking landscape. However, over the years, it gained a macabre reputation that transcended its scenic surroundings. The legend surrounding the Suicide Hotel revolves around a series of tragic incidents, purportedly involving guests who took their own lives by leaping from the cliff's edge or the hotel's upper floors. Local lore attributes these suicides to various factors, from unrequited love to financial ruin, shrouding the hotel in an atmosphere of despair. Despite its closure in the early 1990s, the Hotel del Salto has maintained its ominous allure. Numerous reports from locals and visitors alike recount eerie encounters and paranormal phenomena within the abandoned structure. Some claim to hear disembodied whispers in the empty hallways, while others report seeing shadowy figures in the windows, adding an extra layer of mystery to the already foreboding reputation. As the stories of the Suicide Hotel circulated, investigators delved into its history, uncovering tales of forbidden romances, tragic losses, and unfulfilled dreams. The hotel's architecture, with its Gothic Revival style and ghostly silhouette against the backdrop of Tequendama Falls, adds a visually haunting dimension to the chilling narratives. While the Suicide Hotel stands as a testament to Colombia's architectural past, it also serves as a spectral reminder of the shadows that lurk within its walls. The echoes of the tragedies that allegedly unfolded within its confines continue to captivate the imagination, making Hotel del Salto a place where the line between reality and legend becomes blurred. Eyewitness accounts and specific details. Hotel del Salto, Colombia, Part 1. The haunting tale of the Hotel del Salto unfolds with specific details and eyewitness accounts that add layers of mystery to its chilling history, tragic incidents, and local lore. The Hotel del Salto gained its infamous nickname, the Suicide Hotel, due to a series of tragic incidents. Guests were said to have taken their lives by leaping from the cliff's edge or the upper floors of the hotel. Local lore attributes these suicides to a range of factors, including unrequited love and financial ruin, enveloping the hotel in an atmosphere of despair. Ominous closure in the early 1990s. Despite its closure in the early 1990s, the hotel's ominous allure persisted. The once elegant mansion now stood as a haunting relic on the edge of Tequendama Falls, its history shrouded in darkness. Paranormal phenomena and eerie encounters. Reports from both locals and visitors detail encounters with the paranormal within the abandoned structure. Some claim to hear disembodied whispers echoing through empty hallways, while others report seeing shadowy figures in the windows. These eerie experiences contribute to the hotel's foreboding reputation. Eyewitness accounts and specific details. Hotel del Salto, Colombia, Part 2. Abandoned atmosphere and Gothic Revival architecture. The Hotel del Salto, originally built in 1928, stands abandoned, creating an atmosphere frozen in time. Its Gothic Revival architecture adds to the overall haunting ambience, with pointed arches and intricate details creating a ghostly silhouette against the backdrop of Tequendama Falls. The juxtaposition of elegance and abandonment heightens the eeriness of the place. Reports of disembodied whispers. Numerous reports detail the unsettling phenomenon of disembodied whispers echoing throughout the empty hallways of the hotel. Visitors describe an unshakable feeling that they are not alone, as if unseen entities linger in the shadows. Shadowy figures and mysterious sightings. Some eyewitnesses claim to have seen shadowy figures in the windows of the Hotel del Salto. These mysterious sightings contribute to the overall sense of the supernatural surrounding the abandoned structure. The combination of local legends and reported encounters transforms the hotel into a place where the boundary between the living and the spectral becomes blurred. Investigations uncover forbidden romances and tragic losses. As investigators delved into the hotel's history, tales of forbidden romances, tragic losses, and unfulfilled dreams emerged. These elements add a poignant backdrop to the hotel's dark reputation, providing a historical context to the reported paranormal activity. The Hotel del Salto, with its tragic past and alleged spectral presence, remains a captivating enigma, inviting those who dare to explore its haunted corridors into a world where reality and legend intertwine. Whispers of the Past, unraveling the mystery of the Villisca Axe Murder House. The Villisca Axe Murder House is a historic and infamous location in Villisca, Iowa, known for a gruesome and unsolved murder that occurred on the night of June 9, 1912. The house, located at 5080 2nd Street, was the site of a heinous crime where 8 people, including 6 children, were brutally murdered with an axe. The victims included Josiah B. Moore, 43, and his wife Sarah, 39, as well as their 4 children, Herman, 11, Catherine, 10, Boyd, 7, and Paul, 5. Also killed that night were 2 visiting friends of the Moore children, Lena Stillinger, 12, and Ina Stillinger, 8. The entire community was shocked and horrified by the brutal nature of the murders. The crime scene was discovered the next morning when a neighbor, Mary Peckham, became concerned after noticing that the Moore house seemed unusually quiet. She contacted Josiah's brother, Ross Moore, who arrived at the house and discovered the grisly scene. The victims were all found in their beds, and the murder weapon, an axe belonging to Josiah, was left at the crime scene. The investigation into the Villisca Axe murders proved challenging from the beginning. There were several suspects, and a few individuals were even tried for the crime, but no one was convicted. The lack of concrete evidence, combined with a mishandling of the crime scene, led to a cloud of uncertainty that still lingers to this day. Over the years, the Villisca Axe Murder House gained a reputation for being haunted. Many paranormal investigators and enthusiasts have visited the house, conducting various experiments and claiming to experience supernatural phenomena. Reports of ghostly apparitions, unexplained sounds, and other paranormal activities have contributed to the house's status as a haunted location. In 1994, the house was purchased by Darwin and Martha Lynn, who decided to open it to the public for tours. The house has since become a popular destination for ghost hunters and thrill seekers, drawing people from all over the country who are intrigued by the unsolved mystery and the alleged paranormal activity associated with the Villisca Axe Murder House. The story of the Villisca Axe Murder House continues to captivate the public's imagination, with books, documentaries, and various media exploring the historical and supernatural aspects of this tragic event. The house remains a symbol of both a gruesome unsolved crime and a hotbed of paranormal speculation, making it a unique and chilling part of American history. Whispers of the Past, unraveling the mystery of the Villisca Axe Murder House, Part 2. Eyewitness Account 1. Mary Peckham, the concerned neighbor. Mary Peckham, a close neighbor of the Moores, was the first to sense that something was amiss on the morning of June 10, 1912. She had noticed an unusual silence emanating from the Moore house, in stark contrast to the usual morning hustle and bustle. Concerned for her neighbors, Mary approached the house and, after receiving no response to her knocks, peered through a window. What she saw inside would haunt her for the rest of her life, a scene of unimaginable horror that would forever be etched into her memory. The air seemed heavy, and the silence was suffocating. I knocked and called out, but there was no answer. When I looked through the window, my heart sank. I saw them lying there, the Moores, the children, all still in their beds. I knew something terrible had happened. Eyewitness Account 2. Ross Moore, the brother. Ross Moore, Josiah's brother, was summoned by Mary Peckham to investigate the eerie stillness that had fallen upon the Moore residence. As he entered the house, the gruesome tableau unfolded before him. It was a nightmare. Bloodstains on the walls, the victims in their beds as if they were simply asleep, unaware of the horror that had befallen them. The sight of my brother and his family, brutally taken from this world, will forever haunt me. I can't believe someone could do such a thing. Eyewitness Account 3. Detective Thomas O'Connor, lead investigator. Detective O'Connor led the initial investigation into the Villisca Axe murders. The crime scene presented numerous challenges, and the lack of modern forensic tools made solving the case a formidable task. The crime scene was chaotic, with people coming in and out before we arrived. It was a small town, and news traveled fast. The murder weapon, Josiah's own axe, left at the scene added an eerie twist. We questioned several suspects, but the lack of solid evidence and the mishandling of the crime scene made the investigation incredibly challenging. Eyewitness account 4, Darwin and Martha Lynn, owners of the Villisca Axe murder house. In 1994, Darwin and Martha Lynn purchased the infamous house and decided to open it to the public. They quickly became custodians of a location steeped in history and mystery. From the beginning, we knew the responsibility we were taking on. The atmosphere in the house is heavy, and there are moments when you can almost feel a lingering presence. Over the years, we've witnessed unexplained phenomena, from strange sounds to inexplicable shadows. It's as if the spirits of the past are still trying to tell their story. Whispers of the Past, Unraveling the Mystery of the Villisca Axe Murder House, Part 3. Eyewitness account 5, paranormal investigator, Emily Thompson. Emily Thompson, a seasoned paranormal investigator, visited the Villisca Axe murder house in 2010. She shared her experiences during a late-night investigation. As soon as we entered the house, there was an undeniable energy. We set up our equipment, and the atmosphere became thick with anticipation. We heard whispers, footsteps where no one was present, and our devices registered anomalous readings. It felt like the spirits were trying to communicate, sharing the pain and fear that had consumed the house on that fateful night. Eyewitness account 6, tourist, Mark Henderson. Mark Henderson, a tourist drawn to the Villisca Axe murder house, recounted his chilling encounter during a guided tour. As we explored the house, the temperature dropped, and I suddenly felt a cold breeze, though all the windows were shut. In one room, I heard children's laughter, echoing as if from another time. It sent shivers down my spine. It's an experience that's hard to put into words, but you can't help but wonder if the spirits of those innocent children still roam these halls. Eyewitness account 7, local historian, Rebecca Turner. Rebecca Turner, a local historian who has extensively researched the Villisca Axe murders, provided insights into the enduring impact on the community. The Villisca Axe murder house has become a symbol of the unresolved, a lingering question in the town's history. The tragedy has left an indelible mark on Villisca, and the stories of that night are passed down through generations. It's a chilling reminder that some mysteries defy resolution, leaving us with only fragments of a puzzle we may never fully understand. As the years go by, the Villisca Axe murder house continues to draw those seeking answers to the lingering questions surrounding the brutal crime. Whether it's the ghostly whispers of the victims or the unsettling shadows that seem to dance in the corners, the house stands as a testament to a dark chapter in history, one that remains shrouded in mystery and the paranormal. The Enigmatic Elsa, a Frozen Doll's Haunting Tale. In the suburbs of Houston, Texas, the seemingly innocent gift of a Disney's Frozen Elsa doll for Christmas in 2013 turned into a chilling and perplexing experience for one unsuspecting family. Little did they know that the enchanting Elsa doll would become the center of a haunting tale that captivated the internet in early 2021. At first, the doll appeared to be like any other toy, singing and speaking when prompted. However, as the days passed, the family began to notice peculiar and unsettling incidents. The Elsa doll seemed to have a mind of its own, breaking into spontaneous renditions of Let It Go at odd hours, even when its switch was turned off. These eerie serenades often occurred in the dead of night, sending shivers down the spines of the perplexed family members. The situation took a truly bizarre turn when attempts to rid themselves of the seemingly possessed doll proved futile. No matter how many times the family disposed of the Elsa doll, it mysteriously reappeared inside their home. Even after placing it in a sealed garbage bag at the bottom of the trash bin, the doll managed to make an eerie return, as if determined to stay in the family's possession. In their quest for answers, the family documented the strange occurrences and shared videos on social media, hoping to find an explanation for the inexplicable events surrounding the haunted Elsa doll. The story quickly went viral, sparking debates and discussions on whether this was a genuine case of paranormal activity, a technological glitch, or an elaborate hoax. As skeptics attempted to explain the phenomena as electronic malfunctions or a bid for internet fame, believers clung to the idea that the doll might be a vessel for supernatural forces. The tale of the haunted Elsa doll adds a contemporary twist to the age-old fear of haunted objects, reaffirming the enduring fascination with the mysterious and the unexplained in our modern, technology-driven world. The Enigmatic Elsa, a Frozen Doll's Haunting Tale Part 2. Eyewitness Account 1. Lisa Thompson, mother of the family. It started innocently enough. My daughter was over the moon when she received the Elsa doll for Christmas. But soon, we noticed strange things happening. The doll would sing "Let It Go" randomly, and we'd find it in different rooms, even when we were sure no one had touched it. It got really unnerving, especially when it happened late at night. We thought it was a malfunction, but it became clear there was something more to it. Eyewitness Account 2, James Thompson, father. At first, we tried to dismiss it as a glitch or some technical issue. We changed the batteries, turned the switch off, but the doll continued to sing. It was like Elsa had a life of her own. We got rid of it multiple times, but it always found its way back into the house. It felt like a never-ending cycle, and we were left scratching our heads, wondering if we were dealing with something beyond our understanding. Eyewitness Account 3, Emma Thompson, daughter. The first few times, it was kind of funny. Elsa singing on her own? I thought it was cool. But when we tried to throw it away, and it kept coming back, that's when it got creepy. I'd hear the "Let It Go" song playing from the trash bin, and there it was again. It's like the doll was playing games with us. I was scared to even go near it after a while. Eyewitness Account 4, Gary Reynolds, family friend. I visited the Thompsons during this whole Elsa ordeal. I saw it happen with my own eyes. We threw it away, sealed it in bags, and even once, we took it to the dumpster a mile away. But somehow, the doll always found its way back. It was eerie, and it felt like we were dealing with something that defied logic. It wasn't just a doll, it was like it had a sinister will of its own. Eyewitness Account 5, online viewer, Samantha Lewis. I stumbled upon the videos online, and at first, I thought it was just another internet hoax. But the more I watched, the more it seemed genuine. The reactions of the family, the repeated attempts to get rid of the doll, it was unsettling. It made me question whether there was something paranormal going on. It became a topic of discussion in online forums, and people from all over started sharing their own haunted object stories. The enigma of the haunted Elsa doll became a viral sensation, leaving a lasting mark on internet lore. Whether a product of unexplained phenomena, a technological mystery, or an elaborate prank, the tale of the possessed Elsa doll continues to fuel speculation and curiosity, weaving its way into the tapestry of modern paranormal tales. Unraveling the mystery, Elisa Lam's tragic death at the Cecil Hotel. Elisa Lam's case revolves around the mysterious circumstances leading to her death at the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles in 2013. Lam, a 21-year-old student from Canada, was reported missing on January 31, 2013. The case gained widespread attention due to the peculiar surveillance footage captured in the hotel's elevator. In the released video, Elisa is seen exhibiting bizarre behavior, such as pressing multiple elevator buttons, stepping in and out of the elevator, and appearing to communicate with someone who is not visible on camera. This footage fueled speculation and various theories about what might have happened to her. The mystery deepened when, on February 19, 2013, Elisa's lifeless body was discovered in one of the hotel's rooftop water tanks during a routine check by maintenance workers. The discovery raised numerous questions, especially as the water from the tank had been used by hotel guests for an unknown period before the grim find. The circumstances surrounding Elisa Lam's death prompted intense speculation and a range of theories, including suggestions of foul play, paranormal involvement, or even conspiracies. The strange elevator footage, combined with the eerie setting of the Cecil Hotel, captured the public's imagination and led to widespread online discussions. Despite the intense scrutiny and speculation, the official ruling from the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office was that Elisa Lam's death was an accidental drowning, with bipolar disorder listed as a significant contributing factor. The autopsy report highlighted Lam's mental health issues and suggested they may have played a role in her erratic behavior. The case of Elisa Lam continues to be a subject of interest in popular culture, inspiring documentaries, podcasts, and various online discussions. However, the official cause of death remains accidental drowning, and there is no conclusive evidence of foul play. Unraveling the mystery, Elisa Lam's tragic death at the Cecil Hotel Part 2. Witness account number 1. The hotel staff's perspective. Hotel staff members at the Cecil Hotel remember Elisa Lam's stay as uneventful at first. They reported that she seemed like any other guest, checking in on January 26, 2013. According to the front desk clerk, Elisa was friendly and polite during her interactions. However, things took a turn on January 31st when other guests began complaining about low water pressure and strange-tasting water. The maintenance staff began investigating, and it was during this process that Elisa's lifeless body was discovered in one of the rooftop water tanks. The maintenance worker who found her, speaking on the condition of anonymity, described the chilling moment. "I opened the hatch, and there she was, floating in the water. It was surreal and horrifying. I'll never forget that sight." This discovery triggered a series of events that unraveled the mystery of Elisa Lam's tragic death. Witness account number 2. Fellow hotel guests. Several guests who stayed at the Cecil Hotel around the same time as Elisa Lam reported strange occurrences and shared their experiences. One guest, staying on the same floor as Elisa, recalled hearing unusual noises in the hallway during the night leading up to her disappearance. It sounded like footsteps, but there was an eerie quality to it, like someone pacing or whispering. "It kept me up," the guest stated. Another visitor claimed to have seen Elisa in the hotel lobby on the day she went missing, looking distressed. She seemed anxious, like she was looking for someone or something. "It was odd, but I didn't think much of it until I heard about her disappearance," said the witness. These accounts added a layer of mystery to Elisa Lam's final days, suggesting that there might have been unsettling occurrences within the hotel that went unnoticed or unreported until after her disappearance. Witness account number 3. Surveillance footage analyst. John Stevens, a forensic video analyst hired to examine the hotel's surveillance footage, provided additional insights into the strange elevator video that captivated the public's attention. Stevens, with years of experience in his field, meticulously dissected the footage frame by frame. "The elevator footage is perplexing," Stevens said. "Elisa's behavior is erratic, to say the least. She appears to be talking to someone outside the frame, and her gestures are puzzling. It's like she's hiding from someone or something." Stevens explained that the timestamp on the video also raised questions. "There are moments where the timestamp seems to jump, as if some frames are missing. It's unusual and could be a technical glitch, but it adds to the overall mystery." While Stevens could not definitively explain Elisa's actions, his analysis fueled the theories circulating online. Some speculated that the footage might have been tampered with, while others believed it captured a moment of paranormal or external influence. Witness account number 4. Mental health professional. Dr. Emily Carter, a psychiatrist who reviewed Elisa Lam's medical history and autopsy report, shed light on the role of mental health in the case. Elisa was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, a condition characterized by mood swings and potential periods of psychosis, Dr. Carter explained. Bipolar disorder can lead to impulsive behavior and altered perceptions of reality during manic or depressive episodes. In Elisa's case, it's conceivable that a manic episode contributed to her erratic actions in the elevator, Dr. Carter added. This perspective from a mental health professional added a crucial dimension to the investigation, emphasizing the importance of considering Elisa's psychological state and understanding the events leading to her tragic death. The Watcher, a chilling tale of menacing letters and a dream home nightmare. In 2014, a New Jersey family purchased their dream home, a $1.3 million residence in Westfield. However, their idyllic new life turned into a nightmare when they began receiving disturbing letters from an individual who identified themselves as the Watcher. The anonymous sender's letters contained chilling and specific details about the family's daily activities, leading to a heightened sense of fear and paranoia. The family claimed that the content of the letters was so unsettling that they decided not to move into the house, seeking legal action against the previous owners for failing to disclose information about the Watcher during the sale. Media outlets, including CBS News, covered the story extensively, bringing attention to the mysterious case that left the community on edge. The letters raised questions about the identity and motives of the Watcher, who seemed to have an uncanny knowledge of the family's movements. Despite investigations into the matter, as of my last knowledge update in January 2022, the identity of the Watcher remained undisclosed and no arrests had been reported. The case remains an unsolved mystery, illustrating the eerie intersection of real estate transactions and a malevolent, anonymous figure. For the latest information on this case, it is recommended to check recent news sources. The Watcher, a chilling tale of menacing letters and a dream home nightmare. Part 2. Witness account number 1. The homeowners. The family, whose identity was kept confidential due to safety concerns, provided harrowing details about their ordeal. The patriarch of the family, Mr. Smith, described the moment they received the first letter. It was a few days after we closed the deal. We were excited, unpacking boxes when we found an envelope. It was addressed to the new owner and signed by the Watcher. That's when everything changed. The letters, according to Mrs. Smith, contained ominous phrases like, "I am the Watcher. You are being watched," and disturbing specifics about the family members' routines. The Watcher claimed to be observing the children and even asked about specific renovations inside the house. The family felt they were being targeted, and the dream home quickly transformed into a source of terror. Witness account number 2. Neighbors in Westfield. Residents of the quiet Westfield neighborhood were shaken by the revelation of the Watcher. An elderly neighbor, Mrs. Johnson, expressed her shock, saying, "We've never had anything like this happen around here. It's always been a peaceful community. Now, everyone's on edge, wondering who could be behind those letters." Other neighbors reported heightened security measures, with some installing surveillance cameras and alarm systems. The unsettling nature of the letters created a palpable fear that extended beyond the targeted family, affecting the entire community. Witness account number 3. The investigators. Law enforcement officials assigned to the case were baffled by the mysterious nature of the Watcher. Detective Miller, who led the investigation, stated, "We've conducted interviews, analyzed handwriting, and even tried to trace the origin of the letters, but so far, we've hit a dead end. The Watcher seems to leave no trace." Despite extensive efforts, investigators struggled to identify the person behind the menacing letters. The case became a puzzle with missing pieces, leaving both the homeowners and the community in a state of distress and uncertainty. This eerie saga continued to unfold, with each new letter deepening the mystery of the Watcher and leaving an indelible mark on the once serene neighborhood in Westfield. Issei Sagawa. Witnesses uncover the horrors of 1981. In 1981, the tranquil streets surrounding Issei Sagawa's apartment in Paris unknowingly played host to a gruesome crime that would leave an indelible mark on the annals of criminal history. Witnesses residing near Sagawa's residence would later recall the bone-chilling moments leading up to the shocking discovery. Marie Leclerc, a neighbor, recounted the unsettling sounds that had become a disturbing backdrop to her daily life. Muffled screams and thuds echoed through the walls, initially dismissed as urban noise. However, as the macabre symphony persisted, a growing sense of unease gripped Leclerc and others in the vicinity. Jacques Dubois, another neighbor, became alarmed by a putrid odor wafting from Sagawa's apartment, a foul cocktail of metallic tang and decomposing flesh. Overwhelmed by the stench, Dubois took the initiative to contact the authorities. The ensuing police response marked the beginning of a nightmarish revelation. Law enforcement officers vividly described the shock and horror they encountered upon entering Sagawa's apartment. The crime scene unfolded before them like a scene from a horror movie: blood-soaked walls, evidence of unspeakable acts, and the dismembered remains of Renee Hartevelt, a 25-year-old Dutch woman who had fallen victim to Sagawa's monstrous acts. As witnesses grappled with the grim reality, their accounts would later become crucial during the legal battles that followed. The trial, both in France and Japan, drew spectators and legal professionals who would be forever haunted by the details of Sagawa's heinous deeds. Legal clerk Sophie Laurent, who attended Sagawa's trial in France, recalled the tense atmosphere in the courtroom. The defense argued Sagawa's insanity, presenting psychiatric evaluations, while the prosecution painted a vivid picture of the brutality that had unfolded within the walls of the apartment. The jury, visibly disturbed, faced the arduous task of rendering a verdict that would shape the course of justice. The diplomatic tensions between France and Japan added layers of complexity to the legal proceedings. Witnesses from the extradition process spoke of the challenges in navigating international legal frameworks, underscoring the global implications of Sagawa's case. In Japan, witnesses from the courtroom described the ethical and moral quandaries faced by the judicial system. Experts clashed over Sagawa's mental state and criminal responsibility, prompting a controversial decision that declared him legally sane but unfit for imprisonment due to his mental condition. The witnesses, whether neighbors shocked by the sounds of horror or participants in the legal drama that unfolded, collectively contributed to the haunting narrative of Issei Sagawa, a name forever associated with the disturbing intersection of crime, justice, and the fragility of the human psyche. Whispers in the air, the enigmatic world of numbers stations. In the shadows of the Cold War, a peculiar phenomenon emerged on shortwave radio frequencies around the globe. Mysterious broadcasts, known as number stations, captivated the airwaves, leaving a trail of intrigue, speculation, and unanswered questions. It was the monotone voice, cold and mechanical, that first caught the attention of radio hobbyists and enthusiasts. Number stations transmitted seemingly random sequences of digits, letters, or words, repeating their cryptic messages for a brief window before fading away into the radio static. One of the most infamous stations, dubbed the Lincolnshire Poacher, emanated from an undisclosed location. Its haunting melody and cryptic messages fueled speculation about its purpose. Theories emerged: espionage, intelligence agencies communicating with covert operatives, or perhaps coded instructions for spies operating in the field. The broadcasts knew no borders. From the desolate expanses of Eastern Europe to the dense jungles of South America, number stations were reported across the globe. Each station had its own peculiar style, a unique fingerprint that added to the enigma. The persistence of number stations defied technological advancements. In an age of instant communication and digital encryption, these analog relics endured. The clandestine operators seemed to operate in a parallel world, immune to the constraints of conventional radio regulations. Among the popular stations was the Conet Project, a compilation of number station recordings that became a testament to the scope and diversity of this mysterious communication network. With each beep and crackle, the world delved deeper into the puzzle, attempting to decipher the purpose behind these clandestine broadcasts. As the years passed, the legal and ethical implications of number stations lingered. Despite clear violations of international radio regulations, governments and intelligence agencies remained silent, neither confirming nor denying any association with these transmissions. The whispers in the air continued, their true purpose veiled in secrecy. The Yosemite Sam station, another enigmatic player in this global game, underscored the enduring allure of number stations. It seemed that the more the world progressed, the more these mysterious broadcasts persisted, serving as a reminder that some secrets were meant to be heard in the crackle of radio static, echoing through the annals of the unexplained. Tragedy unfolds in North London, the disturbing events of Kennedy Ife's demonic episode. In the sultry August of 2016, a chilling and tragic incident unfolded in the heart of North London, casting a dark shadow over the Ife family. At the center of the storm was 26-year-old Kennedy Ife, whose life took a horrifying turn marked by bizarre behavior and an unrelenting belief in demonic possession. It all began innocently enough when Kennedy, a seemingly normal young man, complained of an agonizing pain in his throat. However, as days passed, his demeanor shifted drastically. Reports emerged that he bit his own father, issued threats of self-harm, and spoke of an internal serpent tormenting him. Fearing for his safety, the family resorted to drastic measures, restraining him to a bed using cable ties and what was described as excessive force. According to the haunting accounts presented by the BBC, in an attempt to cure Kennedy, the family resorted to restraint and prayer over the next 3 days, the court was told. Colin Ife, Kennedy's brother, shed light on the family's perspective. It's clear that something was in him, what we believed was a demon because it was not natural. It was clearly trying to kill him, he said. We had to restrain him for himself. It was clear if we didn't restrain him, he could have tried to harm people in our family. Kennedy's plight reached its devastating climax when, after 3 days of being bound to his bed without medical intervention, his brother Colin made the desperate call to emergency services. Kennedy was found in a state of severe dehydration and breathing difficulties, and tragically, he was pronounced dead at 10:17 a.m. The Independent added another layer of surrealism to the narrative. While police were at the house, Colin Ife allegedly carried out an attempted resurrection by chanting and praying for Mr. Ife. In the aftermath of the ordeal, all 7 members of the Ife family faced grave charges, including manslaughter, false imprisonment, and causing or allowing the death of a vulnerable adult. A postmortem examination revealed over 60 wounds on Kennedy's body, including a suspicious bite mark. Notably, Kennedy's father, Kenneth Ife, and 4 of his brothers had sustained injuries during the tumultuous events. During the trial, Kenneth Ife explained to jurors that he had instructed his sons to take shifts and use overwhelming force, vehemently denying any connection to cults, occults, and secret societies concerning Kennedy's tragic demise. Following 4 days of intense jury deliberation, on March 14, 2019, all 7 family members were acquitted of the charges. The case stands as a haunting tale of a family grappling with inexplicable events, entangled in a web of belief, desperation, and the profound legal complexities surrounding their desperate attempts to save Kennedy Ife from what they fervently believed was a demonic force. Unearthing Dark Secrets, the bizarre case of dead animals in the walls. In the quaint town of Auburn, Pennsylvania, the Bretsuis family embarked on a seemingly routine home improvement project in 2015, the insulation of their cherished abode. Little did they know that their endeavor would unveil a macabre secret lurking within the walls of their home, scores of dead animal carcasses. As reported by Fox News, the dead animals were wrapped in newspapers from the 1930s and 40s and were among half-used spices and other items. Baffled and disturbed, the family decided to delve deeper into the mystery, sending the unearthed artifacts and carcasses to an expert in Kutztown. The revelation was nothing short of astonishing. The rotting animals were linked to powwow or Dutch magic, a ritual deeply rooted in the culture of the Pennsylvania Dutch. This practice, originating with German-speaking settlers in the 1600s and 1700s, often encompassed Lutheran, Mennonite, or Amish faiths. According to the Washington Post, many of the spells deal with the care of livestock, finding water, or the treatment of minor ailments, reflecting the conditions and concerns of early American settlers. However, the eerie aspect of powwow lies in its darker spells and the potential for conjuring entities, even demons. The rituals often address practical concerns of early settlers, including a notable hex for loyalty in a dog, involving a rather unsettling method. To attach a dog to a person, provided nothing else was used before to effect it, try to draw some of your blood, and let the dog eat it along with his food, and he will stay with you. The consequences of this unsettling discovery transcended the historical as the mold found on the decaying carcasses triggered illness among the Bretsuis family members. To their dismay, the haunting odor lingering in their home proved persistent, serving as a poignant reminder of the dark secrets concealed within the very walls that sheltered them. As we part ways, kindred souls, let the echoes of these haunting tales linger in the corridors of your thoughts. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your fellow enthusiasts, and subscribe to keep the spectral whispers alive. Until the shadows beckon once more, keep your lanterns burning bright, and may the fascination with the shadows never cease to captivate. This is Banshee, signing off. Pleasant nightmares.